Okay. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. First live since Easter. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. Please forgive me. Forgive my sins. Alright, hopefully everyone skipped the adverts now and you can see me. Forgive my sins of not being live. Um life happens. Look at my room. That everything's been moved because I'm in the process of going upstairs to live up there. I love this room. I don't want to leave this room, but I think I'm gonna have to. Aiden's in the chat. That's how we know it's a bit of a shit show in here. I missed you guys. Oh my days. How you doing? It's Friday, baby. I'm drinking. I'm getting picked up. So I'm drinking, baby. Let's go. If you have a beer, drink it now. Hi, Adam. How you doing? What's up, Jeremy? I'll even say hi to Aiden. How about that? Frio's playing tonight. Who gives a shit? Not me. Fuck AFL. How about that? Why did I stop doing live streams? Good question, no one in the live chat. Well, I think I knew that. Here's the thing. I'm going to be doing live streams every Friday night, and I'm going to be doing live streams every Sunday. So the Friday night streams are going to be the predictions, and the Sunday nights are going to just be like, everyone's thoughts in the chat about the episodes, and Friday nights would be everyone's predictions about the episodes. I knew that pushing myself to do lives each week may have resulted in a bit of burnout, and I knew that I was going to be doing like 2 a week starting from now. So it's like I was like, oh god, I better like prepare myself for that. I only took a couple of weeks off. But it's great to be back. I really did miss it, but I felt like I just needed to take a little bit of time before I kind of went a little bit dotty. Yeah, it's great to be back, and I've missed it. I've missed the lives. I've missed that rush of like panic before you go live. I've felt that before in the past where it's like scary, and I've felt that again tonight. Either way. I hope you guys have all been good. I've missed you all. I hope you've been enjoying the podcast. I think Aiden and I have been doing some really good shows recently. I'm going to Aiden's tomorrow for 8 a.m. so we can watch the episodes as they drop around the world. So here's what we're going to do if you're not aware. We're going to be watching Space Babies. Ridiculous name. I still feel weird saying it. We're going to watch Space Babies, and then we're going to go down to review it. And then when we come back up, watch Devil's Chord, and then review it, and then get it out. So it'll be 2 different reviews. Hey, what's up, Mr. Scarlett? How you going? Latest pop is so good. New equipment sounds fire. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. That's really sweet. So yeah, there'll be 2 pod episodes, and so yeah, this weekend for this show, it's like so every weekend you'll be getting 2 live streams and 2 podcast episodes, and probably a few clips. So yeah, and also I do another show now. It's called For a Laugh. I host it with my best friend Daniel Aid. I don't know if anyone has checked it out or if they want to, but if you do, we upload once a week. I'm literally in an hour going to his house, to his studio to film. So I'm doing a lot. Also, I've been working like six days a week. So I feel a bit burnt out, but I think I've got it. Maybe, I don't know. This is a very pivotal moment of being a Doctor Who YouTuber. You gotta strike when the iron's hot, and when the iron is hot, it is hot, baby. And season 1 is coming. It's tomorrow. Like, come on, I can't believe that shit. I bolt downloaded the episode 7 for Race a Day. I bolt downloaded episodes, saving them for a rainy day. How's your job going? Thank you for saying that about the bulk downloads. That's really kind. The job is going good. I got paint all over me. I'm not sure if you can see it in here. Even in the shower, like you scrub everywhere and you still don't get all of it. I was painting today. I was like being a bit of a pain. So I'm a handyman, you know. Look, the working 6 days a week is not easy. And I said today, I was like, look, I can only be in from like probably about the afternoon onwards, like 12 o'clock onwards, because I got Docky Who to review. So, you know, that's that's my life at the moment. But it's been going good. We've got a new guy in who he's been there for about 6 weeks now, and he's great. He's really great. So he's been helping out, and he's here to stay, and he's a really good fun. So it could be worse. Things are intense. Don't get me wrong, but it could be worse. Mr. Scarlo says, loving the Sarah Jane Adventures reviews. Well, thank you very much. Still trying to get what's his fucking name on? Alan Jackson on. I forget the actor's name. Joseph Milson, that's it. Hey Sarah, what's up? I've been trying to get him on. I think he's just a bit busy at the moment. But with Doctor Who Aaron as well, now it's like, yeah, we'll probably have to get that a break anyway. So we'll probably try and get him on when we do season 2 of Sarah Jane, which will be whenever it is. I mean, my God, we started season 1 and we've done like 1 episode. It's just a mess now with the new series coming out, and it's gonna be what, 6 weeks? Well, 7 including this week. I mean, it's exciting. Who's excited for new Docky Who? Because I am. God, I mean, I remember thinking that the wait wouldn't be too bad. I remember thinking it would be Easter. I thought Easter would be when we'd get it. And I mean, May's not that bad, but it's just exciting. Like I'm just super keen to watch it. I'm nervous. I saw a review for Devil's Chord get two stars out of 5, and I was like, oh come on, that can't be right. Come on, that can't be right. Okay, this is the Disney Plus era. Why are we getting 2 stars? And that's the thing, all the reviews, that was the harshest one I saw, but all the reviews for like Space Babies and Devil's Chord is like, they're saying they're just fine. And Space Babies I can let slide for being fine, but like Devil's Chord I thought it was meant to be this like really big set piece episode. My fear is that we already know that Shooty and Millie are going to be amazing. We know that Jinx Monsoon is going to be great in the Devil's Chord. I mean, from that clip alone that got released today, I mean, she looks incredible. My fear for the Devil's Chord is that just the performances carry it through, and it's not like from reviews I've heard it doesn't even really have a plot, and I'm like, I just started Seinfeld, which is notoriously the show, what's it called, the show about nothing. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of scaring me a little bit, because why is Devil's Chord getting a 2 out of 5? It's like, is that just for visuals and for acting? It does worry me a bit. But I was saying to my best mate Dan at the pub the other night, which is where I had all my great thoughts, is that, you know, maybe season 1 for Doctor Who will be like a bit of a sleeper hit. It could all come out and then people tune in. Like, it might not happen straight away. Like, just like you guys, I'm sure we all want it to be a hit from the get-go, but it might take a while to become the hit we all want it to. I'm going to read some fucking comments, because I've been rambling on like an old woman. Sarah says, which episode is the other one most excited for? Man, I hate to say it, but I'd probably say 73 Yards or Boom. 73 Yards I think I'm going to love, and Boom just because, you know, I love my Moffy. Mr. Scarlo says, Gia Chad podcast? What the fuck? Alan Jackson would be elite. Yeah, I'm talking to the actor. He's a bit busy. He just got done doing a feature film, so he's busy editing it. Jeremy said, rewatch Church and Ruby Road tonight. Way better than I remember it. Goblin Song still a cringe, but millions. Judy carry it. I got through half of it yesterday. I don't know. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do this big. Okay, I'll say I was gonna do a vlog, and I did film. My plan was to watch every one of the 60th specials and the Christmas special. By the way, if I'm really echoey, I'm sorry. This is not permanent. This spot. I'm working with what I've got here. I was gonna do a vlog where I rewatched every single one of the 60th specials and the Christmas special. And I think because I didn't do it in order, it kind of threw me off. Because I went down the pub with Aiden one night, and he was like, I was like super tired and super drunk, and he was like, "Oh, just come back and watch an episode." I was like, "Oh, fuck it, sure. Can we watch Wild Beyonder?" I said, and he said, "Sure, of course." So we watched that. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. That's not good. Am I gonna sneeze? No, I'm not. So we watched it, and I did vlog it. I did film the us watching it. And I was gonna fit in a time when I just the idea of watching Star Beast again sent shivers down my spine. I just didn't like it. Okay, I didn't like the idea of watching it again. And you know, it's so funny. I made this tweet the other day. I said the other day I was with my mum upstairs, and she was like, "Oh, remind me what I put on. I put on Church and Rewrote." She's like, "Oh, remind me what happens in this one again," because you know, it starts at the church and Shooter comes out the TARDIS crying. She's like, "Oh, why is he crying again?" And I was like, "Oh, because you know they took baby Lilibelle and then the goblins went back to take back baby Ruby." And she was like, "Oh yeah, that was silly." And it's like, great. Is this going to be the ultimate embarrassment? I hope not. I know I might sound negative on this show, but come on, bro. I need the live shed TARDIS reaction on the vlog. That okay. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No. That's why I said to my partner, even if the episode is shit, Millie and Shooty will be the best parts. Totally. Absolutely. And I think what scares me a little bit is this idea that like maybe they'll carry the episode. It might not it won't have to be that big, just they'll carry the episode. It's like, I'm not saying that's what's gonna be like, but come on. 2 stars on Devil's Chord. Does nothing go well in my life? Am I nuts? This is shit. How am I supposed to deal with that? That made me so mad. Can't wait to watch Aiden eat his hat on the Boom review. Yeah, apparently he is eating a bit of his hat. Can't wait. The Goblin part is good, but when the Doctor and Millie start singing, I just have to skip it. Sorry. Woof. Good to meet you, good to greet you, good to say how diddly did you. It's my birthday, my oh my. I'm 50 miles up in the sky. Yeah, I did see that, Mr. Scholar. He said that IGN did give both episodes 9 out of 10. IGN is, yeah, IGN is fairly unreliable in that sense. But look, I really want it to be great. Like, I really want it to be great. It really upsets me it's going to get this. I think Space Babies will have babies in space. Jeremy, you're back. Aren't you the guy from fucking Texas? I love that. Jeremy says, I said to my partner, new Doctor Who tomorrow, do you want to rewatch the Christmas special? She said, oh, is that the one with the goblins? Then no. Yeah. Hey, Doctor Who is I don't know. Is the world ready for this beautiful show that I grew up with? Where's my fucking here? I've been hugging this every night, going, please be good, please be good. And you get a fresh yeehaw from me. Thank you, Jeremy. I really appreciate that. I think because Mother's Day is on Sunday, I'm gonna say to my mum, look, you know, we don't have to, but if you want to watch Space Babies, we can. Speaking of my mother, she's just come back from the shops with my sister and my nephew. Have you guys missed this? Have you missed all the Hannum shenanigans? Oh God, I bet you haven't. I'm crying with laughter, Sarah. Well, what does Sarah say? Oh, no, who? Yeah. So what are your predictions? Okay, we'll start with predictions. All right, we're 15 minutes in. Come on, Connor, be professional. Be professional here. The chaos is the best bit of these. Well, that's why I'm here. Look, I ain't paid by the BBC. Oh, no, no, no. I'm here independently to deliver to my... I don't even want to call you fans. I'm going to call you friends. Okay, that's what we are. We're family. We're friends. Okay, we come together. This ain't no official Doctor Who podcast. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry, but you can't buy my opinion. Speaking of opinions, enough of that. Although I did see, was this just a thing, or I saw on Twitter that the original Doctor Who podcast people are now gone. There's two new people in the hot seat, which I thought was a bit odd. Like, is that because it wasn't doing well, or because I'm gonna be honest, I never watched it, to be completely real. I've said my piece before on this. I have no issue with any of the people on there. I actually really like Juno Dawson a lot. My issue is that, like, you know, you're getting paid to do a podcast that, you know, oh God, you're getting paid to review a show that the network who makes that show is, they're paying you. Like, how can you say anything bad about it? Oh, Chloe on Twitter just said, why is everyone going to listen to some random influencers ask Kiss new episodes when so many good, passionate fans, creators are out there giving their real and interesting opinions? My God, Chloe, that's literally what I just said. That's what I mean. It's like, you're getting paid by the BBC. You can't go on there and be like, well, actually, I thought this was really shit. They're going to be like, you're fired. And also, do you know what's even worse? Is like, look, if my theory is true, this old crew, the three other people, are they just like, oh look, you know, you weren't doing good number wise, you're out? It's like, what? I mean, my show doesn't do good number wise. Both my shows like barely crack like 100 views. Does that mean I'm kicked out? No, it's just, I don't know. I think that's really shitty. It's just weird. That whole Doctor Who podcast thing is weird. Probably wrong, but my show will actually end up helping the Doctor. Doctor, help me! I'm music. Jeremy says, interestingly, I'm more excited for every episode after these two. More excited for Dot and Bubble. Jeremy, you read my mind there. I'm definitely more excited for the ones after this. I was definitely keen for Devil's Call until I heard the early reviews, which I've got to stop banging on about, but, you know, it's me. After rewatching Churchill Rewrote, it seems like Mrs. Flood gets changed out partway through the episode because at the start of the episode, she doesn't know where the TARDIS is, and... Oh, that's a good point. That is true. That is true. Oh my God, Jeremy, nice pickup. Says Adam, that's great. Jeremy has a theory that because she learned about it by the Doctor change in time, otherwise she recognised yes. That's a good point. Oh boy, Mrs. Flood. Well, we got all these Flood theories in the house. Look, Space Babies is going to be nothing, probably like New Earth for season 1, okay? That being said, you know, it should be a good episode. My fear is, like, you know, this creature on the ship, it generally, like, if we're talking like makeup wise, like costume design wise or CG wise, whatever, it looks great. Like, it generally does look really great. My fear is that the villain is just like super throwaway and it's like, who cares? Like, say what you want about New Earth, but when I was a kid, that diseased, gross, like acne, cysty, veiny shit, that gave me so many nightmares as a kid, that infection. Say what you want about that episode, and I'm sure it's not a great villain per se, but man, that terrified me. I hope there's kids watching this being terrified by, what's it, the Boogeyman? Sure, I'm happy for them. I think a lot of the scenes are just going to be carried by Shooty and Millie's chemistry. I mean, Shooty and Millie are the least of my worries, quite frankly. Not a question, but what is your current favourite song? Mine is Shadow by Livingston. That is a great question. God, I love it when people ask me non-Doctor Who questions. I actually do. It's the 50% podcast, baby. My favourite song at the moment? God. I... uh, I'm using my phone as this to record through. I could go through my recent listening. I don't know. God. The Beatles are saved by Connor singing Goblin King. Hey, why not? Hey, why not? What am I enjoying at the moment? I'm enjoying. Oh God, I should just say something instead of just. It's a problem with live shows. I can't. My real name's been leaked. The Beast Boss. Let's go. I'm sorry. Are you a YouTuber? I don't know who you are. I'll go to your channel now. I am a bro who likes Doctor Who and is constantly in the state of what am I doing in my life? Well, that sounds just like me. Oh, you must be in the Who's There comment section. That's how Sarah knows you. Fuck. I'm sorry if I just said your name. If you didn't want me saying that, I do apologise. First song of the moment. Blah. Probably Running Red Lights by Avalanches. I love the Avalanches, but I feel that's boring. In the Meantime by Space Hog, that's really good at the moment. I don't know. I love it when you ask me other questions. I feel like I'm fucking it up by not knowing I never know the fucking answer when it's important. That's my issue. Can't wait to watch Creepy Episode at midnight. Yeah, sorry to all you folks in the UK, but yeah, I'll be watching it at 8 a.m. I still have to get up early, to be fair. New episode, such a strong episode outside of Cassandra business. I do love getting a bit of moisturising going. I'm just calling him after his alter name. Okay, thank God. Sorry. I wouldn't want to say someone's name if they didn't want it. My favourite song at the moment is Between Angels. Papa Roach? God damn. If I had my fucking phone, well I do, but I can't go off it. That boy needs therapy. Yes! Frontier Psychiatrist. We got an Avalanches fan in the house. Let's go. I was wearing my Avalanches shirt yesterday. Where is us? No, it's not here. Yeah, Avalanches are my favourite group. My Aussie boys. I love them so much. Their albums mean everything to me. All three of them. I just love them so much. Which episode is bang in the middle of your listed based on excitement level? Bang in the middle? Excitement level? I'm glad you guys asked the good questions because I'm obviously useless. What's bang in the middle of your excitement level? Yeah, I'm probably with Sarah here. Probably Devil's Chord. Rogue, I think, could pleasantly surprise me, but I don't really like those types of episodes, just personally. He's a nut, says Adam. He's crazy as a coconut. Correct. That boy needs therapy. Yeah, my favourite song of all time is Since I Left You. Since I Left You, the album. God, I love them so much. They're so fucking talented. You're so right about TGE BBC Doctor Who podcast. I could only bear to watch one episode. It was so self-praising, much rather proper independence. 8 a.m, not 7 a.m. in Australia. Isn't that dropped at 9 a.m. ASET? I think I'm getting to Aiden's at 8. I think. Yeah, look. And let me say this. I'm not trying to shit on like the people who... Look, if those people want to go to get these jobs at the BBC and do those podcasts, that's completely fine. Like, that's as much their choice as it is my choice to be an independent creator. But I will say this. And I know it's easy to say this because I was never offered it, but I think the reason, without tooting my horn too much, or Aiden's, but I think the reason why people tune into this show particularly, or any show, any Doctor Who podcast, is because they come in to hear that person's opinion, and that person's opinion should not be censored or under the pressure of being censored. And, you know, I understand if we don't come here to hate on Doctor Who because we dislike it. It's like, we'll say we didn't like a thing to try and make the show better, not because we hate it and we hate the person writing it or performing in it. To be able to go on a show and have to say nothing but good things. If, for example, I got that job, I'm sure everyone who watched this show would go and watch that show and be like, well, that doesn't sound like Connor. And I wouldn't like that. That's not... I would much rather have 100 people tuning each week and I'm saying my piece than not. Someone joked to me yesterday, like, oh, you'll never work at the ABC. Good, didn't want to. Next. Don't want to. If I can't say my opinion about it, you also wouldn't be able to swear. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work on the swearing, Sarah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to swear, and well, why not? I wouldn't be able to have a drink with my homies. We're all here because we love Doctor Who. That's the thing. We're all here because we love the show, and yeah. Sorry to the BBC. I love you. Planning to sue. Now let's have you. Now let's count to 3. Frontier psychiatrist shit in the chat. I love it. My show is going to go hard. They sure are. Crazy fit, we're 1 week away from the new Moffat episode. Absolutely. Sarah says, I'm more intrigued by Dot and Bubble and 73 Yards, as we know nothing about them, assuming Legend Ruby Sunday is about Ruby and the final about Unit. Yeah, so Dot and Bubble and 73 Yards. I think that's what makes them so exciting, like you said, is that we don't know anything about them, so that'd be great. I think they were fired because they did criticize the 60th. Did they? Well, if they did, that's great. Like, I think they got balls, I think there's just something about Aussie YouTubers, lol. Yeah, there is. And not to spoil anything, but we are trying to plan something. That's all I'll say about that. Don't get it out of me, I'll say it. Listen to Redacted Season 2 this week before my second rewatch of the 2023 specials, and hope that Redacted comes back for a third season. I hope so too. That's Juno Dawson, yeah? Connor's the best in the West. That's too kind, thank you. Next time you're on Who's There, see if they don't need the sonic sound then. I'm going back on Who's There for Boom. I'll be good, I promise. Imogen Russell called in and said, Connor, what did you think of my great writing in The Star Beast? Well, I'd say this, Russell, I respect you, but come on, man, I'm not trying... Swear words are to conversation as garlic is to cooking. Look, I'm not trying to shit on Russell. I'm really not. Russell's my favorite writer of all time, ever. I love him. If I ever saw him, I just want to go up to him and give him a big squidgy hug. I suppose there is kind of a thing where it's when you're getting paid to do a job, I guess art is, in a sense, meant to be criticized. I don't know. Am I chatting absolute fucking bullshit? Probably. Well, you're fired off the official Doctor Who podcast. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I wouldn't even accept the offer if they offered it to me. I'm sorry. I couldn't. And by the way, if anyone I know who I'm friends with wants to take that job, I think that's completely fine. I just know that I personally just don't think that my type of attitude, to put it politely, would work on said programming. I'm not what they're looking for, and that's fine. It's fine. No, it's not bullshit. What did I say? I can't remember. Sorry. I don't know. I just what's always. I only watch the official Doctor Who podcast for the RTD teasers. I really sympathise with them. It'd be like if your job was trying to critique your boss's work all the time. Exactly, it doesn't create a healthy environment. And that's my biggest issue with it. It's let's sit down and watch this episode. It's no matter how much you love a piece of media, my favourite film of all time is The Lighthouse. I think I've said this many times. In my head, I find that film almost perfect. But it's not perfect because there's still things like tiny little things for me here and there. I'm like, oh, there's always one line in the film that I'm like, oh, maybe that didn't need to be in there. That's it. But it's like I still have that critique. Same with Doctor Who. Like, there's no matter how much we all love it, it's being respectful, but also like respectfully critiquing something. And look, I'm guilty as sin for this. I've gone on YouTube and maybe taken it a bit too far. I kept doing the twat soundbite for Chris Chibnall, and I don't mean it. I'm just trying to be funny. I realize that people are spending their precious time. Everyone's busy. They're spending their precious time watching my show with Aiden, and I'm just trying to be funny and entertain. If I upset some people along the way, that might happen. I will formally apologize. I'm sorry. But the way I look at it, when you're actually getting paid by the BBC to do something, you kind of set yourself up for that kind of thing. Image, if Moffat bursts through the door, you'll be erased from Doctor Who. Caroline Skinner style. Man, I need that in my life. You need constructive criticism. You do. Fun fact, in the trailer, TARDIS lands facing the wrong direction compared to the following clip. I did also see a production error in Wild Beyond that when the TARDIS doors fly open, the telephone isn't on the other side. Boy, what a blunder. What a blunder. My God. Jack, Jimmy, when the door opens, it's open forward facing. That's what Sarah said. All right, listen, I'm going to go to the toilet. Shit, I'm about to get picked up soon. All right, whatever. I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm sorry, I hate to do this. I'm going to go to the toilet. All right, everyone type below your theories for... I sure hope someone got fired for that blunder. Yeah, Jeremy, I was going to say that, but I was worried people would think that I was going to... They thought I was being serious. Anyway. I'm going to go to the toilet, and then I'm going to come back. Everyone write your fucking theories for Space Babies, and Devil's Chord. I'll be right back. I've been Connor Hannum. You've been the best. I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll be right back. I ain't going anywhere. I swear to God. Swear to God. I'll be right back. Whee! Alright. Hey now, folks. Guess who's back? It is Connor Hannum back in the house. Okay. Sorry about that. God, I hate leaving, but I had to. My bladder was killing me, okay? It's a Friday night. Alright. Let me read this shit. Alright. Okay, where are we? If you watch the trailer, keep an eye on the title story, you'll see it. Is that the Disney Plus trailer or the BBC one? Anyway. Yeah, the first part of the pod is when Connor leaves and new people think we're watching a blank wall. I'm sorry, I need a I need a fill in. I need a fill in. Boogeyman's made out of space bogeys. Fuck. If that. Oh no. No. If that is true, I'm actually gonna. Oof. Okay. No, thank you. The boogeyman would be the baby's nanny or some crap lol. As in, like, maybe it's not like who we fought. Maybe. Space Babies. Never Chord has the Beatles and Maestro. Bit out there, I know. I don't know, sir. I think you're reaching with that one a little bit. Both episodes will be really fun to watch. That's my prediction. I really hope so. If it's not like that great, I do hope that it's at least like fun to watch. Sarah's actual one, the boogeyman is created by the Nightmares of the Space Babies, as they're more intelligent and probably have some level of public abilities. Aiden just sent me a text then saying it comes. Oh, Aiden. Okay, sorry. Whoever commented before about the time zones, you were right. So it comes out at 7 a.m. for us. Shit, I'm gonna be at Aiden's at 6:45. For the next 7 weeks, I'm not gonna have a lion on Saturdays, and that makes me want to cry. I wonder how much the Beatles would be in it. Probably not much, considering they look nothing like them. I think the whole idea is that Maestro is going through music history and taking out all the most influential people in music. And of course, the Beatles is one of them. If you know the book, One with 10 and Rose, called the... I'm sorry, I'm going to reread that. If you know the book One with 10 and Rose, called The Black Something with a Lighthouse in Wales, you know what I mean. Okay, maybe the Beatles come back and Ringo actually good on the drums. Whoa, what's with the Ringo slander? I ain't having that. Ringo's my favourite Beatle. Something's going on in my group chat right now with The Nightmare of Black Island. Something's going on in my group chat right now with Aiden and Dan in it, and we just normally talk about Doctor Who, so apparently something big's happened. I don't know. Let me check, see if we've got some breaking news on the air. On the air! My theory is based on Doctor Who's story, but I can't remember the name of it. Okay. Come on, what is this shit? What? Rusty Dares confirmed spin-off still in the works and season 3 writing has begun. Okay, let's read this live. This is live on the air. I don't know what this is saying or what the... Rusty Davis confirmed spin-offs are still in the works and Doctor Who season 3 has begun writing, despite not commissioned by Disney Plus. Showrunner Rusty Davis reveals that the new Doctor Who spin-offs are still very much on the cards, and more than ever, there are offices that exist now for that. And his mind is blah blah. Additionally, he is already writing season 3 of Doctor Who despite Disney Plus not having commissioned a 3rd installment. Oh boy. Could you imagine if we didn't get that 3rd installment? That would be heartbreaking. Doug! Yes! Doug's here! I always feel... If Doug, okay, and I mean this with peace and love to everyone else in the chat, if either Doug, Jeremy, or Adam isn't in the chat, I always feel a little bit, I almost feel like I'm a bit naked. Sorry. And here he is. My theory is based, I kid. What's Adam kidding about? Oh, because of the drums. Poor Ringo. I thought he said he'd asked for 3 series off the bat. No, I think it was only 2. Later part apologies if I can already discuss, but Devil's Chord may be set in an altered timeline where the Beatles write crap songs. I think that might be it. What if Disney don't commission it? I don't know. That's the thing. Imagine if they're just like, it didn't work. Sorry, you're on your own. It just becomes like a BBC show again. Realistically, probably what would happen is when Russell leaves, it might just die. And how horrible would that be? I'd be out of a job. Oh boy. What if Disney... Oh no, I read that. Ringo has an all-star band. Does anyone here have an all-star band? I thought not. Hey, Ringo was always my favourite. At school, I played the drums for like 4 years. So Ringo was always my favourite. Peace and love. Peace and love. That's Ringo's start. Peace and love. The 50% what podcast? That is the 50% Doctor Who podcast. I do think Disney will be writing for season 1 views before the green light. I do think Disney will be waiting for the season 1 views before the green light spin-offs. Absolutely. Oh my god, I'm so nervous about this kind of thing. And particularly with just like, Doctor Who is just such a risky niche show. I mean, obviously Disney sees something in it that is worth buying into, but woof. The 50% Who's There podcast. I am going back on Who's There. I can am I allowed to say that? Maybe I'm not allowed to. Okay, shit. Maybe I'm. Oh shit, I didn't ask. Okay, don't tell anyone I said that. Shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. Oh well, the cat's out of the bag. I am going back on the Who's There podcast. I would be worried if Disney dropped the whole second season at once. You know what? I was thinking about that. Like, could you imagine, like, how would someone would? Here's what I would do. If Doctor, not that I want it, if Doctor Who released the whole series at once, I would do a whole series review and then hit episodes by episodes. And that might take a couple of weeks, who knows, but is it wrong not super excited, still gonna watch though? Nah, it's fine. It's you know, it's your opinion. That's completely valid. I understand if you're not super excited, Doug. I'm sorry to hear that though. I hope you enjoy it. If Doctor Who ends, what would you rebrand it? I mean, I think, look, if Doctor Who ended, I would still do the show. We're making our way through the classics. We still got like 90% of the classics to do. There's still Sarah Jane season 2 to 5. We've got Miracle Day. There's a ton of Big Finish that I would never touch, but maybe I will have to for content. Especially since the head of Disney said they're cutting back on content being produced. Oh, Disney can fucking take a run and jump. Sometimes I feel like I miss out on your banter in the chat, and I'm very sorry for not getting it. They said last week they were 50-50 on the next guest, so we all worked it out. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm trying to get Josh Snares on an episode to review. I think we're trying to get them on Boom or something. I don't know. I've been talking to them about it this week. We'll get them on at some point to do an episode. That'd be fun. I don't think Troy Crispy announced it. They just teased it in the last episode. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, Chris kept going on about a drum snare. Now, I don't know anything about that. They didn't talk to me about that at all. Okay? I'm sorry. Looking forward to Boom, Moffat's episode. Hell yeah, baby. I rewatched Church on Riro beforehand, Doug. I wasn't very hyped, but being studio in action again reignited the hype for me a bit. And Doug said there's also a rumor one of the episode relates to the Third Doctor. Yeah, I heard the final relates to the Third Doctor. Is that? Who's that? Sarah, you can help me out here. Who's that villain that Aiden was talking about? Is that villain from... No, that's a Tom Baker story, not a Third Doctor story. I gotta try to sleep again as it's 5 a.m. here. May your brisket never dry. Thank you, man. Enjoy Doctor Who. Much love, Jeremy. Thank you so much for everything. Enjoy Texas, brother. Enjoy Doctor Who. Have fun. Although Troy said they hadn't actually emailed Josh yet. There are plans going on. Okay, I'll say this. I'll tease this. There are plans going on that, if it comes into fruition, will be the biggest crossover event in Doctor Who YouTuber history. There, I said it. You could do an animation review with Josh, maybe the 3D Celestial Toymaker animations when it comes out. Sure, yeah. Yeah, we'll get them on season 1. We'll do some other stuff. I always feel like, you know, Josh is so sweet. I always feel like I'm poking them with a stick, being like, hey, do you want to come back on again? Yeah, Sutek is Tom Baker, correct, yes. I get the feeling that Russell will never leave, and when he quits as a showrunner, he'll stay on as a Feige type figure. Maybe that's just a hope of mine. Definitely, I completely can see that, 100%. Would you like a jelly baby? They're quite expensive in Australia, but I do like jelly babies. Dog says, I'm still on the fence about Shooty. I need a Dr. Momo too. He's a bit too much like Captain Jack so far. I think this episode should sell you, or episodes, should I say. If my hopes and dreams are to come true, watching The Mind Robber would be a good idea. The Mind Robber? I'm sorry. This is the beauty of live, is it not? Have you not missed the live streams? Because I have. The Mind Robber? Doctor Who? Oh. What? Written by Sidney Newman? Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. What season is this from? The Mind Robber? Please don't call me a boomer in the chat. I can already see you guys. Oh, it's Troughton. Oh, Troughton. The Mind Robber slaps. He's actually an Egyptian myth. I have not seen the episode, but listened to the audio version. So, God, you guys are killing it with the chats. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with all of you. I'm not very interested in Ruby Sunday's journey. Oh boy, Doug, you're in for a great ride then. You're in for a treat. That's what it's all about. By the way, while you're all here, yeah, I should say again, I do have another podcast called the For a Laugh Podcast. If you do want to check it out, I'm on there with my best friend Dan. I'm writing material for it every week. I'm trying to be a bit of a fucking comedian twat. So if you do want to check it out, you can. If you don't, that's completely fine. I am not mad. But it's kind of like it is exactly what I'm like on here. I'm talking about other things. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you can. I'm actually really proud of it. I think it's really good. It's still in its early stages. We're only on episode 7. But a lot of effort and time goes into it. So if you do want to check it out, it's the For a Laugh Podcast. So we'd love to get more 60s Who in the collection soon. Look, Adam, I attempted to try and buy the collection sets, and it left me in a black hole, quite frankly. That some of these are getting sold or resold for like ridiculous prices, and I'm like, I don't know if I can muster up the courage to buy that. Like, if my dad ever found out I bought a Doctor Who Blu-ray for $800, I don't think he'd talk to me again. I hope we get more Troughton episodes. If you're on the pod, he's probably in my top 4 Doctors. If more of his episodes were missing, he'd be way more universally loved. Well, I believe the only Troughton episode we've done is the Ice Warriors, and then we did the 2 Doctors, and I saw him in the 3 Doctors. Yes, it's that Dan. It is that Dan, yes. Oh, is that your other podcast on YouTube? Dan's a good guy. I remember him from the New Year's live stream. Yes, that is Dan. Yes, that is the show I do with Dan. Yeah, it's For a Laugh Podcast. I should have left it in the description. I should have done that, folks, but I didn't. Oh my God. That's all right. I'm sure you can just type up For a Laugh Podcast, Connor Hannum. That's my name, don't worry out. So I am going to show my family Docky Who. I'm a bit down your dad need a show together. Yeah, well, speaking of my dad, Sarah, it's so funny you say that. I am going to show my parents the new series, and I just know. Oof, I just know my dad's comments about space babies and I don't know if I've got it in me. I don't know if I got it in me. We need a live dad reaction. No, we don't. Now that he knows about the Disney Plus plan and even he says, like, he's like, if this doesn't work out, it'll never work out. And it's like, yeah, I know. Like, this is the last push to make Doctor Who big. If this doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And I just can't wait to hear, well, I wouldn't have done it that way. That first episode wasn't great. And I'm just going to be like, shit. We pick up the newly announced Mel Bush book. No. Sorry. No. Doug says Dan, and Connor podcast would be gold. Maybe not live though, just in case. Yeah, that's a scary thing, the live shows. But I think it's that risky thing of doing it live. Um, maybe one Saturday night we can do like a predictions, like one of these videos, just not one of these streams, just not on a Saturday, not on a Friday. Pardon, just on a Saturday, and then I can get my dad to come down and he can give his thoughts on Space Babies. Fuck me, that's gonna be such a shit show. Whenever I watch Doctor Who with my family, I literally, the couch is here and the kitchen's here, and I sit at the kitchen. I'm just like this, just waiting for them to say something that makes me upset. Give us Who's with the Hannahs. Hey, a lot of drama happens, I can tell you that. Did you ever look into the PO box? Keen to send some stuff over from New Zealand someday. I would have loved to. The only issue is only you, Jeremy, and Adam said they wanted to send something, and to start the PO box, you had to open it for a year minimum, and I was worried it was just kind of gonna sit there with nothing going into it. I didn't want to press it too much of like, hey, I've got this PO box, send stuff. If you don't, then why did I get it? That kind of thing. So yeah, I do want to do it. Here's the no, I'll DM you. I'll DM you that. I won't say that on the air. That's why I watch Who Alone. Yeah, that was me for many a years. Here's the thing though, it's like I generally do want them to get into it. I do want them to be excited about it. I just know that if I didn't make them watch it, they wouldn't watch it, and that's what hurts, I think. I'm totally confused. Is this new episode tomorrow morning or Sunday in Adelaide? It'll be tomorrow morning. Yes. Totally get not wanting to give out your address though, says Jeremy. Yeah, there are crazy nuts on the there are nuts on the internet. I got no, not gonna say that. I made a joke on I'll say this. God, if no one show Aiden this clip, he's gonna get so annoyed at me. I got a parcel through my door in December, actually, about something about Doctor Who, and yeah, I made a joke on the podcast. I was like, please do not send parcels through my mailbox without because if you send it through there, it's going to be tossed. That was a true story. I did get something through my mailbox that I did not want, and that's why I made that joke on the show. I was like, anything that's been sent to my mailbox that I don't know about is going to be tossed, and it was. So, and that's all I got to say about that. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble. Oh God. Can't you set so I can't send you? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, the Beats boss. You can always try to deliver to shops thing. Yeah, I know. If you were to write an episode 15 in Ruby, what would you write about? Oh, I've got a few ideas. Oh, I thought of a really good, oh God, I thought of a really good idea for Doctor Who the other day at work. And I was like, oh, that's really good. I might write that down for when eventually Russell comes up to me and begs me to write a script. One idea I had that I probably won't ever do just because it's like, I know the world's a bit crazy at the moment, but I was going to do this idea where there would almost be like, you know how like there's like votes to like legalize weed and stuff, or like, you know, not to bring abortion into it, but it's like, you know, there's some votes about like how abortion should be illegal or something, or legal, like whatever, anything like that. I thought there'd be a good episode where like there's like a worldwide vote where they could have, there's the option to put a force field around Earth so they would have no alien visitors and no one could get through. It was like top of the edge stuff. It was like stolen technology from a really old like alien race, and they couldn't get through. And the episode kind of like a political episode where it's like, oh, like, yeah, we could risk getting invaded and dying, but also we could also open ourselves up to the universe, and it'd be like a bit of a political thriller. It's a bit cringe, but it's like, and I thought like the force field could be put over the Earth, and it causes all these riots because people are like, well, we should be opening ourselves up to the galaxy. We never know what they could do, or what we could offer them, or what they could offer us. I don't know. That's not what I thought about the other day, but yeah. Uh, Immigration thing. Yeah, it could be like an immigration kind of. Yeah, exactly. It could be. It could be like a comment on immigration. I have 4 episodes saved in my head just in case, said Sarah. Yeah, I feel like we're all like that, you know. Come write Docky Who for me. Okay. Why not? God, we're heading to an hour now. Thanks for hearing me ramble. Reminder, I'll be back on Sunday. I know it's Mother's Day, so probably no one's going to tune in, but that's okay. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'll be doing a. Actually, it depends. Depends if I'm busy tomorrow. If I'm not busy tomorrow night, I might just do the live stream tomorrow night, so we can get everyone's thoughts. But I'll see you then either way. I think that's it. Thank you for watching. It's not Mother's Day in the UK. That is true. That is true. And that is where the main audience is from. So I'm trying to bring up my messages to see if, because Dan was meant to pick me up at 6:30, and it is currently 6:15, 16 actually. Otherwise we'll have to leave. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. I feel like I'm boring you. See y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for even listening to me. Thank you for making my dream come true, to be able to come here and talk about Doctor Who. I've been talking about Doctor Who for 19 years, and it's very nice to have a group of people who actually just love it as much as I do. So I am super grateful for that, and I do love you all for that. Thank you everyone. Be cool. Do a live stream after tomorrow's episode. Have a great night. Can't wait for the morning. See you, Connor. See you tomorrow. Yeah, cheers guys. Much love. So all our spirits will still be here. You'll just have to bring on your mum. Oh, mum, she's currently hoovering right now. You can probably hear her. We love her, don't we, folks? I'll be watching it in the evening before Eurovision. Oh, cool. So you're going to wait till the actual televised broadcast? That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to go film my other podcast now. I don't stop. I'm tired. I've been at work all day. What am I doing? Bye, Connor. Thanks for the live stream. No worries, Stephanie. Thank you, guys. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow, because we don't stop, boy. Yeah, so tomorrow, two podcasts will be uploaded. The Space Bay review, the Devil's Chord review, and then I'll do the live stream. So yeah, 3 whole effing fucking things tomorrow. Are you watching Eurovision? I can't, the thing ain't loading. I know you're out. Oh, is Australia out? Last year there was a group that from Perth who got really far into it. But no, I never watched Eurovision. That's just not really for me. Bye. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy it. Seriously, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Till then, I've been Connor, signing off from Perth, Western Australia.